back to my channel. My name is Claudia and this is Katie Counseling. So today I wanted to come on here and just remind you to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. All of my favorite YouTubers say that. But yeah, please smash the like button. It helps me out a lot. It really does. Leave a comment and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Katie Counseling. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to direct message me. If you have any questions, we can figure something out. So today I want to talk about money. No, I want to talk about FAFSA because when I was registering this year, again for my next semester, my counselor emailed me and they're like, hey, you haven't filled out your FAFSA for 21-22, the year. So I did that today, and today was the first time that I had to change some of my things in my forms. So if you do not use student aid, this video may not be for you, but if you do, this might help you out a little bit because I didn't know that the form was going to change. So I just wanted to give you a couple of little tips and a little heads up to see how it changes from undergrad to graduate school. All right, guys, let's get started. So this morning I went on the FAFSA website and it prompted me to fill out the new FAFSA for 2021-2022. And that FAFSA works for the starting semester of September, so the fall semester. So I just graduated with my undergraduate degree and I started my master's in clinical mental health counseling, and that's why some of the things on the FAFSA were different. So the one thing that was different on there was you had to change certain criteria. A lot of the stuff, if you've used the system before, will be pre-filled. So the first thing that I noticed that you had to change was what is the last completed year that you have done in college, and on there, so you had to change that you actually finished your bachelor's, because they differentiate how much money you are able to get for undergrad or for a second bachelor's degree or for, you know, like graduate school or medical school or a PhD. It's all different. So you have to put in there that I graduated with my bachelor's and I'm applying for, and it'll say graduate level, master level financial aid. So that was one of the things. The second thing that you should know, and if you haven't seen my other video about this, is there is not a lot of like grants or anything, and financial aid for grad school is just unsubsidized loans. So I think that's correct. I'm gonna double check, but when I checked mine out, per that amount of time, 2021 to 2022, I think that's like 2 semesters, it prompted me for about $20,000, because in graduate school the limits go up as well. I think you can take out up to, for a master's level, up to $130,000. That's what I saw on mine. Everybody's is different. Like I said, if you're doing a PhD, if you're doing medical school, those things might be different depending on what you select. So just make sure you're picking the right things, because that's how you're going to get your determination. So you have to change, you know, that you graduated and that you're going into a graduate program. The interest rates that I noticed on mine were super low. I thought they were going to be above 3%. They're under 3%. So that was actually pretty interesting. I'm going to look at it right now. I'll be right back. Let me make sure I have the subsidized and unsubsidized information correct. So I checked, and I can't really tell right now because I didn't get my determination email yet. I just saw like an estimate, but I will check back in and leave like a little pinned comment underneath when I find out. But I think most of the masters is unsubsidized, which means the minute they give you the money, you have to start paying interest. Right now, I know there's some government thing on there that I don't think we have to pay interest until a certain time this year, but that's going to be lifted. So we'll see how long that lasts. But usually once you get the loan, the interest starts incurring. So just be careful with that. And again, I know with this whole political climate and what they did with student loans and how they froze the interest for now because of all the stuff going on in the world, it's a little different. But usually if it's subsidized, you have to start paying it back after you graduate. Or if you're in school, like if you're in a master's right now, I wouldn't have to pay for those interests that are unsubsidized loans for my undergrad yet, because I'm still in school. But unsubsidized loans, yep, you're paying the interest. If all the circumstances are normal, like they usually should be in the world, you're getting interest that you owe from the minute that you get the loan. So just be careful with what you're getting. Make sure you know what you're getting. The website has changed a lot, so it's really good to see that they're explaining how much you owe, what your payment's going to be, when your payment is due, and it's great. So, but I wanted to come on here and tell you guys that because it was kind of a surprise to me. I thought I already did the 2022 FAFSA for some reason, but it's like, hey, we can't pay for your classes until you fill this out. And I'm like, oh, whoops. Okay, so just make sure you check on everything, and you know, if this is the route you're going with student loans, just be educated about what you're doing, when it's due, how this all works. A couple of Google searches will give you a lot of the answers, because everybody's situation is different depending on how you answer your questions. So I can't go into like, sorry about people doing landscaping outside. But yeah, I can't go into major detail because everybody's FAFSA is different. But if you have any questions, Katie Counseling, I'm gonna get off because these guys are super loud. All right, guys, bye-bye.